Well, in case you haven't heard, we are starting our very own Sunrise Book Club. Now, each month, a member of the team will pick the latest book that's got everyone talking. There'll be a forum and more information about each month's book on the Sunrise website. We'll also be jumping online to chat with you about how you're going with your reading. This month's book is the Swedish crime fiction novel, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. If this sounds a little familiar, it's because it's currently screening in cinemas. Take a look.
Alla har hemligheter.
Du gör bara ont värre genom att komma hit med din lilla hora.
Vilka är misstänkta? Ingen. Alla.
That's the movie. Now, I love this book. It was a bit of a girlfriend moment with me. My girlfriend bought me the first two and said, read these. And someone else who recommends them as well, Morrissey, best-selling author of 17 books. Let's start with this. Why did you like this one?
Oh, it's an amazing book. It is a classic, detective story that kind of draws you in, and he uses a lot of the genre, but he's made it his own. And the fact that it's set in Sweden, it's just so evocative, and you just want to know what happens. It can take a bit of getting into at the beginning.
Yes, that first half
meaty,
of the first one.
Stay with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it covers some really contentious issues because the Swedish title was originally Men Who Hate Women, and it does deal with violence against women, but it's got a lot of kinky Swedish sex and all of the good stuff.
See, that'll get people in already.
Yeah.
Just talking about that.
It's a classic book, but and the three of them. But it just breaks my heart that Stieg Larsson died. He finished the three of them, delivers them to the publisher, walks up the stairs, and drops dead of a heart attack.
It's amazing.
Oh, tragic.
There's a book in that as well. What he could have
done. Yeah.
And
everyone's writing books about him.
And the fight over his estate now. But that's for later on when we talk more about the book. Do you think book clubs are relaunching? Do you think it's becoming sort of more trendy to get into books nowadays?
I always thought book clubs, my mother, was in a book club, and I thought it was something that you did when you were retired and older and had, time on your hands. But obviously, young mums, it's spreading like wildfire, and it's so fabulous to be able to encourage people to read, have that social interaction, because a book is like a very intimate one-on-one thing, and how you feel about it, to be able to share that and also encourage other people. You find books that you might not have read, but when someone tells you this is a great book, you must read it, and that's the beauty of book clubs. And as an author, the best recommendation that word of mouth is what has made me successful. Someone tells a friend about one of my books, and so I think it's such a good thing that Sunrise is doing to encourage people to get out there and read. A lot of people haven't read a book for a long time. I think it's all too hard.
Or everyone's busy. I mean, you talk to everyone, mums, Mel and My's sort of group, and everyone says, oh, I'm so tired when I go to bed.
You read 2 pages.
I fall asleep.
A good book takes you out of yourself and moves you somewhere special. And that the greatest gift that you can give a child is the enjoyment of being able to read. You're never alone, you're never bored, you learn stuff, you go places. It's just, reading is just a magical thing to do. And maybe in our too busy, too technological age, we're finding that escapism with a book is what we all need.
Well, you should know 17 best-selling books, and you're writing your 18th. How can you nail it every time?
I just try not to think about that. I just write a book that would interest me. I write to entertain myself and just hope someone else likes it. It's too scary to think of writing a book that everybody likes, because my readers go from 15 to 90. So I just write for me and hope it works.
That's wonderful. And I suppose it's great when you hear book clubs reading your book.
Yeah, and you get the feedback, and it's great too. That's one of the beauties of being online, that I hope that your viewers there'll be a lot of interaction and follow-ups with your book club books, so that you can share those experiences.
There will be. Look, Di, congratulations on all that you've done. Thank you very much for coming on Sunrise.
My pleasure, and congratulations to Sunrise. I think this is an absolutely wonderful initiative. Go.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Di. Now,
thanks, Nat.
Every month we are going to give you a few book options, a fiction, a non-fiction, and also one for the kids. This month's Sunrise recommended reading is Di's most recent book, The Silent Country, plus Paul Ham's Kokoda and Ranger's Apprentice by John Flanagan, all best-selling Aussie authors.